Hello learners, this is Ashok Rizal, your English teacher. Today, in continuation to our video lectures in linguistics and literature, today we are going to talk on the topic Shakespearean Sonnet number 2. Shakespeare has written some around 154 sonnets, and out of these, we are going to talk about the second sonnet. First of all, we will try to paraphrase, okay, meaning we will try to say it in the simplest term what he wants to say, because he has made use of archaic words like thou, thee, okay, amongst. This type of words are archaic words. They are kind of dead language, no more in use, okay. Let me try to paraphrase the first few, lines of the first quatrain. Okay, his poem is divided into, the sonnet is, it has 14 lines, and then they are divided into 4 sections consisting of 4 lines each in 3 sections. Okay, 3 stanzas have quatrains, 4 lines poem, and the last one is called couplet. So let's see. What it says is that this poem actually the speaker, he meaning the speaker or the person who is talking to. So the persona is addressing to a fair youth, okay. So he is threatening him, or he is trying to scare him, and then he is trying to persuade him to get married, okay. When 40 winters shall besiege thy brow, meaning when 40 years have made your brow wrinkled with age now, and dig deep trenches in thy beauteous field, and you are showing all the other signs of aging also, thy youth's proud libraries so gazed on now, so the pride and greatness of your youth, so much admired by everyone now, gazed now means admired now, will be a tattered weed of small worth held. So that will become, will be worth a little. His beauty will be worth, okay, as little as a tattered weed plot field, okay. Then being asked where all thy beauty lies, whenever you are asked, when you are asked where is your beauty now, where all the treasures of thy lusty days, and where is the treasure, okay, treasure means beauty from your days of merriment and then youth, were all eating shame and thriftless praise. So you must say within your, okay, so you will be asked where your beauty has gone of the youth, okay. So how much more praise deserve thy beauty use? You must say within your own eyes now sunken deep in their sockets, like that. How much more praise deserve thy beauty use? Okay. And thou could, if thou couldst answer this fair child of mine, and if you could answer, right? If you would have only put your beauty to greater use, then if you could answer this fair child of mine, because you will, the speaker is suggesting the addressee, okay, to get married and then have a child, okay, to preserve his beauty, and you can, it's a kind of rebirth. If thou couldst answer this fair child of mine, shall sum my count and make my old excuse, providing his beauty by succession time. So if you have put only, if you have only put your beauty to the greater use, if you could answer this fair child of mine shall give an account of my life and prove that I made a misuse of my time on earth, then Proving his beauty by success in time. Okay, so proving that his beauty is okay, beauty because he is your son was once yours. Okay, that beauty is was yours. These were to be new made when thou art thou you are old. Okay, thou art old. Okay, and this child would be new made when you are old. And see your blood warm when thou feelst it cold. So, and you would see your own blood flow warm through him when you are old. So, your like the addressee suggests that fair youth will become old, and then he can show whenever his blood becomes cold. Generally, cold blood, hot blood is is the Renaissance idea for youth. Okay, so in the simplest term, now let's try to examine this poem once again. When 40 winters shall besiege means surround, okay, like military, when the military surround, whenever they make the surrounding, whenever they are trying to, catch a thief or some traitor, at the time they surround. So this is besiege. Yes, Shakespeare has made use of military language here, very forceful language. When 40 winters shall besiege thy brow, your eyebrows, it addresses the need to have children as a way of guaranteeing one's legacy and beauty. That is the central idea here. The speaker, he addresses the fair youth, informing him that in short order, in short time. Okay, so what happens? What will happen in short time? He says, okay, it is in the shortest possible time, he is going to lose his beauty. That fair youth will definitely lose his beauty, and his face is going to look like a plot, field, tattered. You can find the word tattered. Can you find the word tattered? Okay, tattered weight of a small word held. The first stanza, last line. You can see there. So when the boy. The only remedy, that means when his face when the face starts looking like a plot field, once this happens, he will be ashamed and unable to maintain his reputation. That is what he is saying to the addressee, the speaker, to the person addressed, to the fair youth, the fair young man. The only remedy he suggests for this is if the young man has a child to whom he can bestow his beauty, then he will have a valid excuse for his wrinkles. And it will be, as though he is himself reborn. That would be his rebirth. So he could preserve. How could the speaker addresses and says that, in order to preserve the beauty of the youth, of the lusty days, that power, vigor, the glow in his, aura, his countenance, face, could be preserved. Otherwise, the addressee would not be able to answer whenever asked him, whenever he was asked, whenever somebody asked him where his beauty, youth vanished, then there would be no answer other than saying that disappeared within the socket of his eyes. That's the only thing. But what he says is that instead of saying that, in order to get rid of the same, then what he suggests is that he suggests the addressee to get married and then preserve the beauty, and then his the days that he has now, as soon as he gets his child, then he could preserve in him, and then that would be his rebirth. Once this happens, he will be ashamed and unable to maintain his reputation. So the only remedy, only antidote for this is if the young man has a child to whom he can bestow his beauty, then he will have a valid excuse for his wrinkles, and it will be, as though he himself was reborn. That is the central idea of this poem. So we can talk about the structure, a simple structure. This is William Shakespearean stanza, sonnet, and then generally sonnets are the 14 lines poem, and then there are Shakespearean sonnet and then Italian sonnet also we say. But okay, English sonnet is Shakespearean sonnet, and it has the structure, like the poem is structured in form which has come to be synonymous with the poet's name. Okay, that is Shakespearean stanza we say. It made up of three quatrains, three set of 4 lines. Okay, set of 4 lines and one concluding couplet or a set of 2 rhyming lines. Okay, the poem follows a consistent rhyme scheme that conforms to the pattern of A B A B C D C D E F E F and couplet G G. So that is very striking. The last one sometimes reverses. That's the volta, and it is written in iambic pentameter. So what is the meaning of iambic pentameter? The lines containing 5 sets of 2 beats. 2 beats. Okay. So metrical fit. 2 beats known as metrical fit. The first is unstressed and the second one is stressed. Unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed. 5 sets of sets are called iambic pentameter. Iambic pentameter. Pentameter means 5, right? Tetrameter, pentameter, monometer, diameter, tetrameter, like that. Okay, trimeter, tetrameter, pentameter, hexameter, sextameter. Okay, in this way, iambic pentameter means it has unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed, which is like da dum, da dum. That is the metrical pattern of this poem. As is common in Shakespearean poetry, the last 2 lines are a rhyming pair, rhyming couplet. They are known as couplet. Okay, they often bring them a turn or volta in the poem. They are sometimes used to answer a question posed in various previous 12 lines. That means 3 quatrains. Shift the perspective also, or even sometimes changes the speaker. In this case, what the person was saying, it was something, he brings opposite things. The whatever he says, just he reverses what he said previously. So that is the volta. Okay, that is the peak point. In this case, the 2 final lines suggest that having a child will make one feel young again. So this is the thing. You can also see these were, okay, now let's see once again. I'm just pointing, you can see here the last couplet, the last 2 lines. These were to be new made when thou art old, and see thy blood warm when thou feels cold. Old, and then cold, rhyming couplet. Okay. The meaning of that one is this child would be new made when you are old, and you would see your own blood flow warm through him when you are cold. Your blood is cold. So that is the idea. So here the the couplet says this. Okay, then. In this case, the final 2 lines, as we said, suggest that having a child will make one feel young again. They will be reborn with warm blood in their veins. So, Shakespearean poetic technique, what type of poetic technique has he made to use here? Shakespeare, he makes use of several poetic techniques in sonnet number 2. The name of the sonnet, as we already know, is when 40 winters shall besiege your brow, thy brow surrounds your brow. That means when when this aging process becomes so intense. Whenever he becomes 40, then he starts losing his beauty. These include but not limited to alliteration. There is the he has made the use of alliteration and then metaphor. Now you can see alliteration. Where is that? When 40 winters shall besiege thy brow, besiege and brow, dig deep, that is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sound. When there is when consonant sound comes in succession, like dig deep, okay? Then you can see where all thy beauty lies, where all the treasures. What you can see is that he also compared, he has made the direct comparison. So metaphor is it is the direct comparison between 2 dissimilar things, saying that okay, this is this, not this is like this, but this is this. The famous line related to William Shakespeare's metaphor, use of metaphor is all the world is a stage, all the world is a stage, like that. He has directly compared this word with a stage. So here you can see the first alliteration occurs when the words are used in succession or at least appear close together and being with the same sound. For example, dig deep in line number 2, besiege and brow in line 1. The metaphor is, as we know, direct comparison, between two unlike things, different things that does not use like or is. Only the difference between metaphor and simile is both of them are comparison between two dissimilar things, but this metaphor is a direct comparison, whereas simile is the comparison of two different things, but by using the words like is and then like and is. If it is used, then that is simile. If it is not used, then that is metaphor. That is the only difference. Like, my love is like a red rose, it becomes simile. My love is a red rose. If we say my love is red rose, okay, that's also Browning poem. Okay, so a metaphor is the comparison of two unlike things without using like or is, and also present in the text. When using this technique, a poet is saying that one thing is another thing. They aren't just similar, but they are, one thing is the another thing. There is a great example in the first line of the poem where Shakespeare's speaker, here the speaker, the addresser or persona, suggests that the fair youth's complexion will become a plowed field over time. You can see, okay, you are tattered wheat of small wort held. So tattered. The word tattered is used to suggest plowed field over time. There will be deep trenches here, wrinkles dug in the face that will obscure beauty's field. So that is the comparison, direct comparison. He has made use of this. So ultimate idea is that in order to preserve, it is, the speaker is actually making him afraid, or he is just suggesting him to get married in order to preserve his beauty, because beauty is skin deep, it does not last long. So this handsome fair youth, he is beautiful, people are after him, people look at him, admire him. So now the persona is suggesting him to preserve that beauty. That is what the central idea of this poem is. So to sum up, actually Shakespeare, he is a very famous dramatist of all times, particularly Elizabethan age. You may also have read his Hamlet or Othello or Macbeth or Romeo Juliet, and then plays or drama. So he is very famous dramatist. And these are, he also is a poet. He has written 154 sonnets, as we have already told. So out of this, the second one, this is the second poem, so it is the continuation of the one. So he talks about what the youth, how the youths spoil their beauty. But now it is not encouraging to get married with to the young people of your age. What he is saying, that we should not take him. What we should remember is that he is suggesting a person of the middle age, in his 40s, that he should get married in order to preserve his beauty, and then he should he should have an heir, so that he could